Hey guys, welcome back to GeekJ, where we make tech, tutorials and gaming simpler and better. Today I'm going to show you how to upgrade the built-in FSR in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 to FSR4. It's a game I've been waiting for many years. First, we'll benchmark the stock 313, I think, FSR that's included in the game. And we'll test multiple modes and we'll see what the performance is like and the image quality. And then I'll walk you step by step through the safe DLL swap we've done multiple times in, which location you should paste your files to and all that jazz. And it even works in RDNA2. And if you guys have questions on how to make this work in RDNA2, make sure you follow this video over here. I show you in detail how to modify your drivers if you are on RDNA2, and I think RDNA3 and RDNA4 obviously work, and you don't really need to do anything. So let's get started with the baseline. So I've gone ahead and created a save file, which is a little bit after the opening scene, so we don't get hopefully spoiled and stuff like that. And we're gonna check out the performance while we're outside in the world.
Anarchs up ahead are being bold tonight.
Okay, let's check out our settings. I'm gonna go into the video settings. As you can see, this is a 1080p monitor. And yeah, these are my settings. I have a frame limit, everything else. This is 100% the resolution scale. We have no upscaling enabled at the moment, and everything else is set to ultra. For some reason, if we go with the custom preset and we go with the ultra, it will give you a resolution scale of 71%. I don't know why, don't ask me why, that's the default. This is the only setting I changed in regards to the graphics quality. But yeah, anyway, let's see how the game looks in this default state. We're getting okay-ish kind of frames per second. Yeah, it looks kind of okay. The fog is the only thing that kind of looks weird. For some reason, it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of flashing. And yeah, it might be a result of TAA, because we are using anti-aliasing. It's on the maxed out option, and we got glitches like this. It's still very early, I think, for the game, and nowadays we kind of get a buggy mess pretty often when a game releases. But yeah, this is how this NPC looks. We are getting pretty good FPS over here in this initial location. It's yeah, kind of all over the place. As you can see, we walk this way, we dipped down to 59 FPS, and over this way we had over 100 FPS. So I don't know what's that thing, what the huge disparity is, but yeah, let's go on ahead and try out the FSR setting. Let's go with balanced first and see how this looks. Yeah, it does look a bit smudgy, and I don't see any big change to the frames per second. Like, we didn't gain any performance basically. Like, let me go. It was 112 over there right now while looking at that guy. So if we go, let's say, to off and hit apply again, we're getting big fluctuations. We had 100 FPS here before. Now we're getting 82, 81. So I don't know what's up with this. 57 now. So yeah, it does look crispier. We got 80 FPS now. Let's go back to settings and then video. and go back to, let's say, balanced. Gonna apply this and see the performance. Okay, so we get 110 FPS compared to 101, I think, before, and 80 before. Okay, let's check out how the game looks if we go to more extreme settings. Let's directly go to let's say ultra performance or something crazy like this, and we're gonna check the numbers over here. Again, like, the game looks a lot worse, but there is no change in our FPS for some reason from balanced. Let's see if the stability is any different. Over here we're getting about 57 to 60. It's exactly the same performance wise, just I think the maximum FPS are different and everything else is kind of the same. And visually this looks horrible. We got shimmering over there and disappearing stuff. We can see the pixelation in the fog over here. Yeah, everything looks horrible. We got halos and ghosting. Anyway, we could try going with disabling this. Let's go with off, because this worked before. Let's go with off. So this is 70 something 80 FPS, and the image looks nice. Okay, and we're gonna go back to settings and video, and then we are gonna turn on the FSR ultra performance and look at this guy. Okay, so now these are kind of more normal numbers for performance mode. So as you can see, the game doesn't really, you know, apply the settings directly. I think it visually applies them, but as you can see, we had 58 FPS again. It probably needs some optimization. It's, yeah, kind of weird so far. Go back into the video settings, and we are gonna turn FSR off. We're gonna hit the apply button, and hopefully we have the normal game quality here. Okay, and the next thing we're gonna do is quit out of the game. So balanced looked okay at 1080p resolution, and it was averaging roughly, I would say, around 70 something FPS. Because of the huge fluctuation, that was the number I got. I don't know if we're gonna get any day 1 or day 2 patches. I think the game did download one patch or something, but didn't make any difference. It was a little bit softer as was expected, but we did see a little bit of extra pixelation. Performance mode was horrific. We had that Vaseline smeary effect. It was pixelated, it was shimmery. The performance obviously had a bigger boost in the bigger numbers, especially when we applied the same settings twice. And it was extremely blurry, it looked horrible. But then again, our averages and our lows were exactly the same. So first of all, open up the folder you've created following my previous videos with the modified int8 DLL files for FSR. And on the right side, we'll have an Explorer window with the main game exe folder opened. So this is usually in your game folder, and then you go into Bloodlines 2, then binaries, then Win64. It depends on where you've installed it. If you have the game through Steam, just right-click on it and then go into Manage and Browse Local Files. You can do something similar through Epic. Follow these basic guidelines. You need to go into your game folder, then Bloodlines 2 folder, then binaries, then Win64, and you will see the main exe is over here. And as you can see over here, we have the AMD _FidelityFX_DX12.dll file, which is the original file. And if we hover over it, you can see this is a pretty old version. It says 101 39157, which is basically their 3.1.3 version. And what I would suggest you do, if you want to stay on the safe side, and if something doesn't work correctly and you don't want to verify the files of your game and all that stuff, just right click on this file and click on rename, go to the end of this and just type in old, and basically you have a backup of your old FSR file. And if you want to basically revert to this, you can delete the new files and then rename again and delete the .old part, and you're gonna be on the old version again. So let's go ahead and copy these files and then paste them in here. And basically now we're gonna have access to FSR4. So let's go ahead and run our game again. Gonna hit continue. We're gonna go with on and try it out on balance, just like we tested with FSR 3.1. And yeah, you can see the numbers are a little bit better. Let's go check out our friend over here. No big changes, but we are getting a boost in performance, and he looks practically exactly the same. We don't get any flickering. The fog looks better than native, I gotta say. It looks like it's moving now instead of flickering. I don't know how else to describe it. It looked like it was flickering before, but now it looks like it's moving. So that int 8 is doing something good, I guess. And we are getting a pretty good experience. Let me do this run up and down again. Let's check out our guy over here, 100 something FPS. Cool. Then we turn and we are getting 65, 62, 71. So we didn't go below 60 this time, so that's pretty good. Let's go with the ultra performance mode. And I think that's going to be the most eye-opening experience we're going to have, because even though it's going to be ultra performance, it's going to look a lot better than what we're thinking. So I'm going to apply this, escape, and this is ultra performance. We hit 120 before, now we are 112, 113. Just in case you cannot see the numbers, I'm just, gonna read them off the screen. 81, 71, 68, 72, and I think 68 was the lowest number over there. And I don't see a big difference in quality. We can see some ghosting with this guy moving over here. There are no halos around the characters. The image is a lot more stable, and remember, this is ultra performance, okay? Look at how the fence looks, pretty sharp. And this is ultra performance. Does this look like ultra performance to you? Doesn't look like ultra performance to me. But yeah, pretty good numbers over here. The game needs optimization, but the good thing is we do get FSR4 with just copying and pasting the files, and we don't need to mess around with OptiScaler and all that stuff. So yeah, the performance gain is modest if we compare it to 313, I suppose. But the image quality is massively improved. There's no comparison, especially at lower internal resolutions. Like, ultra performance looked insane. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, did the setting apply? And I tried multiple times and it did apply, and I could see it in the maximum FPS, basically, that this is, you know, ultra performance on FSR4. I think we can just play on quality or balance mode and keep frame generation on lower end machines, and it's gonna look insane. And yeah, I will try to have an A/B comparison between the 313 and FSR4, or if we want to be accurate, FSR 4.0.2, and we can look at the clarity on, you know, the sprites, the characters, the distant textures, and the flickering and all that stuff. So FSR4 in Bloodlines 2, my fellow vamps. If you followed along and it worked for your RDNA2 or other card, post your FPS and any tweaks you made in the comments so someone else could be helped by you. Smash that like button if this guide saved you time. Subscribe, don't forget to click on that bell as well to never miss another GeekJ video. Links to the int8 files and my driver mod guide are in the description, you know where, below. So yeah, stay geeky and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.